Yellow viewers, welcome once again to another episode of African Confessions HD, right here on Extraordinary Africa. If you're still new in this show, we publish lifetime confessions. Usually, we publish anonymously for their own safety reasons. Today, in our show, we have 3 confessions. So, stay tuned. Make sure you watch the video till the end as we are going to read through the stories. Viewers, without wasting much of your time, let's go straight into the confessions. And our first confession for today is, hello, Extraordinary Africa. Can you please hide my identity? I am a lady in the early 30s. Please help me with advices. Even long comments are not a problem. I'll read. Please do not scold me. I know what I did was wrong. So, I once worked as a maid to this rude madam boss. The woman is so cruel. She took advantage of my poor background. In 2012, my father passed on. He was our breadwinner. My mother was bit mentally ill. She was not mentally fit to work. So this madam boss was campaigning to be our ward counselor during the days my father passed on. She knew everyone was feeling pity for us. As part of her campaign, the lady took me to her house. I think she did it to please the voters. Why? I think so. Because of how bad she treated me at her house. According to our agreement, I was going to be their maid whilst proceeding with education. She was going to send my siblings money for school fees and groceries. She promised me all this in front of the people at a rally. The elections came and she lost by a margin. This changed the whole plan. Unlike what she promised, even though I was going to school, I was working too much. Soon after returning from school, I will be in the garden with the gardener. I will be also doing maid duties. She don't like me to have friends or talk with anyone. During weekends, I was at her farm. Sometimes she could start scolding me from nowhere. Your people are fools and dogs. After everything I did and they betrayed me, they don't appreciate. You are a daughter of a fool girl. There was nothing to do besides crying. My life was so hard because of this cruel woman. What hurt me most is she won't allow me to go and see my family. I don't know if they were still alive. Worse, I left my mom not feeling well. To my madam boss side, it is said she is very educated. After graduating at the university, she got engaged to an uneducated man. Madam Boss opened a multi-thousands project for her husband. The husband became more richer than her. They have been failing to have a child. Madam Boss was the one with a problem according to medical practitioners. When he was poor, the husband was okay with it. But when he became rich businessman, everything changed. The man was now demanding for a child. The husband fell in love with their previous maid and impregnated her. From then, Madam never liked mature maids. She now wanted kids like me to use. After 7 years being motherless, Madam Boss finally got pregnant. Because of joy, she allowed me to go and see my family. Finally, I went with nothing like groceries or needs. Madame only gave me bus fare to go and return. Because of how hard she treated me, the lady was afraid I might not return. She took my national identity card, my birth certificate, and my mom's birth certificate. I was the one staying with it since mom was mentally ill. I went to the village. I fainted when I noticed there was no one at home. It's like it was now a shelter of robbers. Neighbors came to my rescue. They told me my mom passed away. There was no one with her by the time she died. People noticed the body after a week. Since she was a bit mentally ill, she wanted someone to take care of her. One of my little sisters got married at a very young age. It's because of poverty. My boss lady never sent anything like she promised. Neighbors don't know where my other siblings went. I went to a sangoma. I wanted to revenge to the madam boss. The sangoma gave me a charm to put in madam boss food. I went back to her house. I never complained to her. In fact, I told her everything was okay at the village. I put the charm in her food. The baby was born very weak. After completing my mission, I escaped leaving here with my documents. I worked at another house and now I am married. It's 3 years after being married but no child. I am dreaming babies crying. Guys, can you please advise me? What should I do? I think the spirit of the baby I killed is rising against me. Thank you so much, my sister, for sharing such an educative story. Viewers, let's move into our second confession. Yellow Extraordinary Africa, can you please publish my story? As per tradition, please keep me anonymous. I need advice about what to do. I've been vibing with this guy since like May until now. It's just recently I met someone who's more than willing to give me everything I want in life that the current dude is not willing to do. Now my problem is this. Do I cut off current dude for the new guy? Or do I first see how things are with the new babe before letting go of the current dude? Cause lately, current dude has been stepping up his game. But at this point, I just don't feel it wanting those things with him anymore. I'm not sure if any of it makes sense, because even I myself am confused. But I'll check the comments. Please help me. Thank you so much, my sister, for your story. Viewers, let's go into our final confession for today. The following confession is strictly for the people above the age of 18. All viewers below the age of 18 are not advised to watch and listen to the next confession. Yellow Extraordinary Africa Solution Uncle, how are you? I tried so many platforms, Facebook, but it wasn't helpful. I tried WhatsApp, it wasn't helpful. I am a lady from South Africa. This is quite sensitive. So I got married a year ago. I am 24, while my hubby is 30 years old. Everything has been going well with us except the fact that I'm sexually frustrated. I never reached orgasms from sex as a woman. I've had 2 sexual partners before marriage, but it was the same issue. I met my husband. It was the same issue too. The funny part is that I hide it to my husband. I have been faking, pretending to enjoy the sex so you won't feel bad, and I'll go behind and masturbate since it's the only way I can climax. I don't know what to do with myself. I've gone to the hospital, but I was told nothing is wrong. It is just me that's experiencing this. Ladies, I need your opinions, please. Hi, uncle. Can you please hide my ID? I am a man from Port Elizabeth. I grew up staying with my mom's family. Mom told me that she don't know who was my father. I accepted it as it is. Her brothers went to town, having good lives with their families. After mom passed away, I was left at home staying with my grandparents. Grew up and started doing part-time jobs on local farms. I didn't went to school. They couldn't afford money for school fees. One day I went to see one of her friends who was very sick. She told me that mom always told her that some years back, mom's family used to perform rituals and she could sleep with all her brothers. And one of her brothers was my father. This touched me to an extent that I even tried to commit suicide. I was seen by locals whilst trying to hang myself. When asked what was wrong, that's when I told them my story. DNA tests were done. My mom's elder brother was confirmed to be my father. Whenever I think of my story, I always end up in tears. Hello, admin. Notify me when posting. Don't forget to hide my identity. I am always in tears when I think of my past. I don't understand why mom did this to me. Mom was born in a family of 3 in Chirezi. She was the only girl child of her parents. It is said that her parents, my grandparents, didn't want her to have friends or even talk with neighbors. They were so protective to their only daughter. Mom scooped 9 A-level passes at ordinary level. This pleased her parents. She was their first and only child to pass at that academic level. Grandfather sold all his cattle for her daughter to proceed with education. It is said that mom went to Chirezi town for her advanced level education. She was going to rent at a house near the high school. There was no A-level sciences facilities at a school near to their homestead. Her parents have much trust in her. It is said that she was a cool girl. Upon arriving in the city, everything changed. That freedom of living alone, new friends, new environment, everything changed. That's where she met my alleged father. Mom ended up not going to school, having so many boyfriends. It is allegedly said that in her final year, she got impregnated. That was me in her womb. Went to 2 holidays and grandparents didn't notice that she was pregnant. On the 3rd term holiday, she didn't went home, lying to parents that she was attending holiday lessons. That's when she gave birth to me. She gave birth to me in the presence of her late friend. They took me and threw me into a public bin at the shopping center. It is said that I was discovered by city council workers when they were coming to collect garbage. They took me to the police. I was taken to the hospital and later taken to a local children's home. I stayed at the home till I finished high school. At this home, there was this sister. The woman liked me. Some kids even hated me for that. She even cried when I was ill. We had a strong bond. I left the home, started my transport business. After I won a lottery, became rich and later got married. I visited the home regularly with my kids to see my adopted mother. But the adopted mother looks exactly like my daughters. One day, she confessed that she was my biological mother. We went for DNA tests. It was proven that she is my biological mother. It is allegedly said that she voluntarily joined the home care team a week after I was taken to the home. She told me everything, confessed in front of her relatives and our grandparents. I said I forgave her, but deep inside, I feel like I hate her. My wife and kids also pretend to be liking her. Can you please advise me? Yes, viewers, let's move on to our second confession for today. This one is saying she is stuck between 2 men. Hello, uncle. I once posted this on Facebook, but it wasn't helpful. Can you please hide my anonymous? I am 19 and a student. I am currently dating a guy 6 years older than me, but I came across another guy I liked, but I wasn't that ready. Since I am still in a relationship, he however showed interest in me and even told me so. And upon a keen analysis between him and my current boyfriend, I found him a better match since he is ambitious and hardworking. This suited me since I ran a big business alongside my studies. I still haven't called it quits with my boyfriend, though it makes me feel a little bit guilty since he has always been nice. And the only issue is he is not supportive of my business. And at some point, He was even negative about it. Yes, however, let me do it since it makes me happy. I am rather worried though, since the other guy whom I became interested is in the 30s. Though he looks a bit young than his age, I do not know if I will be making the right choice. Pardon my young age, please, as I am aware and I have been told that I act more mature than my age. Yes, viewers, that was our confessions for today. Oh, my brother, from the first confession, I'm very sorry for what happened. I think you need to forgive your mother. At least she realized that she was wrong, and quickly decided to voluntarily become a caregiver. It's so sad. So sad. I would like to thank you for sharing that story. We have learned from it. And to the second confession, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. We have also learned. I think I'll give this story of yours to comment section. I am a man. I'll give it to women. They could help you out, my sister. Also, viewers, I would like to apologize. Some of the people were complaining that I was judging some of the people who were confessing. I'm sorry for getting emotional. I think I need to improve. Thank you so much for always supporting us. Don't forget to leave a comment and a like. Thank you so much. Yes, that was our confessions for today. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye for now. Yours was Solution Uncle.